everybody, surprise! This is a impromptu live broadcast for you. If you're not able to tune in now, it's okay. I know the majority, they have to watch the rebroadcast, and that's totally fine with me. I am sitting at my new desk. I'm so excited. I now have my beauty desk over there and now my other business desk right here. So they're side by side. So I literally just have to move my chair over. But I have my little background piece and all of that. So I'm just I was just on some client calls and thought, you know, this is a really good time for me to hop on and talk to you. I had posted about what you would like, you know, some options maybe that you would like to hear about. And one of the topics was about recipes, meal prepping, and all that. So I thought that a great piece that we could talk about is your time management, because your time has everything to do with the way that you're eating and meal prepping and all of that stuff. So let's talk about that. I'm going to just give you a couple tips that you will, you know, find useful. Let me get some water here. Oftentimes, people struggle with that topic, the meal planning and all of that stuff, because they're not managing their time properly. And if you manage your time, you will be able to plan for your meals and have time to prep them as well. So in speaking with some of my clients, for example, a lot of their issue is time management. And they are just living a life of convenience, being a drive-through diva, because they are not taking the time to intentionally and purposefully write out their plan for the week, or maybe even 3 days at a time. So what I used to say, and I do still say this, to my clients when I was in training, I would say every Sunday and Wednesday would be your days to go to the grocery store and prep your meals. And I'm not somebody that likes to have 4 or 5 containers and fill them with food and pull it out of the fridge. I'm not talking like that. I don't like that, because I don't like to eat the same thing like that every day. Maybe sometimes I do if it's really good, but oftentimes I don't want that. It's okay the first day, then the second day you're like, oh my God, I gotta eat this shit again. Like, ugh. What I'm talking about is, here's an example. Let me see if I have my notepad down here. Let me see. Oh, I think I tore out my notes, but I'm going to tell you how I do mine. What I'll do is I will take out, let's say, a recipe book. So, for example, I had this 80-page recipe book that I had given all of my clients that hopped on for my Metabolism Reboot Academy. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to make some recipes out of this. So, oh my God, they were so amazing. So I was so excited to try all these new recipes. So what I did was I wrote out like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I wrote down what I would make with each one. So let's say, I think it was Sunday, I made chicken parmesan. So then I wrote chicken parm, and then I wrote down salad, and then I don't know if we had a veggie with that too. I think I made asparagus. Tuesday or Monday, I made stuffed peppers and salad, and I don't think I did a vegetable because of the pepper. So then, when I had the meals written out of what it was that I wanted to have, then I took on the next page and I looked at Monday. Okay, what do I need in order to make my chicken parmesan? Okay, so I need to get my gluten-free this. So now I'm making my grocery list. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I need to get the salad items for that. And okay, so yeah, I probably need to get some lower sugar spaghetti sauce. So then comes my grocery list. So I plan out my meals. Then I look at each day, what do I have and what do I need? So then my grocery list comes. Done. Then what do? I go to the grocery store. I get everything that I need. I have my week planned out. I call my butcher. Hey man, okay, so before I call them, I realize, okay, I need chicken, probably 1.5 pounds for Monday. I need some ground turkey for this. I need about 2 pounds for that. Okay, so then I total up all the meats that I need and how much of each. I tell them exactly how I want it packaged so that I can freeze it. Okay, I'm not going to cook everything on Sunday. That's not me. But I know what we're going to eat each day, and I have to plan and prepare, make sure that I take the meat out of the freezer if I need to keep it in the freezer. So I get the meat on Sunday. I'm not going to keep it in the fridge until, I'm not going to keep the meat in the fridge for Thursdays. I'm going to take what I need for Thursday out on Wednesday night. You see? So that is how I do my meal planning. I know exactly what we're going to have, and then if I need to, and those are mainly like for dinner, okay? But if I need to plan out my other meals, like what I'm eating for breakfast, I do it the same exact way. I just make sure, okay, so this is what I have for breakfast, and then I just pop over to my grocery list page and make sure that I have it. Boom, I am set. So that, my friends, is a super, super easy way for you to plan out your meals. You get your meals planned, you get your grocery list planned, and you're done. Then you just have to make sure that you set aside the time to, cut up your vegetables or whatever it is that you need to do. So like, for example, I like to have celery, cauliflower, and cucumbers sliced up in little containers so that when I do get hungry, and usually I try to have this before I have anything to eat, is a couple of raw vegetables so that I can kind of curb that hunger. It's considered a buffer food so that I am curbing my appetite a little bit, and maybe those vegetables might keep me satisfied and I don't end up eating that meal at all. Maybe it was just that little snack that I needed. So I just will cut up a little bit at a time. I don't get myself in a situation where I'm cutting everything up and then I got everything in all these containers, and then I forget about them and they get lost, and the next thing you know, I find them and they're all moldy and nasty. I just make sure that I cut up what I need it, and then I go from there. So, my friends, that is a tip for you on how to plan out your meals. You have to take the time to do this. It probably took me maybe an hour on Sunday to do this. I sit, I find a place where I know I can be productive, I don't have interruptions, and well, at least I try not to anyway. And I get it done. I take control of my life. I don't let life control me. And that is where a lot of people get in trouble, is that they are not taking the time to plan their life. And that is as simple as that. So what does time management have to do with your meals? Everything, because you have to take the time to plan it. Okay, so I hope that helps. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel free to add your friends. The best way to do it, you guys, is to give them the link, kellydunlaplifestyle.com. That's the best way to do it. That way I have their email address and I can communicate with them just like I've been communicating with you, how I've been sending you some extra emails and even sending you like the links to the rebroadcast of these lives that I do in this group. I hope you found value in this. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful night. See you soon. Bye-bye.